Stand by for manual transmission. In 3, 2, 1.
Karen, request docking.
Manus, your father would like to speak to you.
God damn it.
Haha, so what are you supposed to be flying?
It's my new Krait MkII.
Huh, yeah, but what's with that paint job?
You mean besides it being unbearably cool?
Yeah, you actually painted fire on your ship. Are you advertising what a bad pilot you are? Shoot at me and I'll burst into flames, guaranteed. Is that it?
What? No, it's...
Yeah, at least you put some thought into the name, Screaming Firehawk. I guess I'd scream too if I was dumb enough to get set on fire.
No, the hawk is made of fire.
Yeah, nice try, dumbass, but I'm pretty sure all Earthbirds were made out of feathers and meat.
It's metaphorical.
Karen, mute comms.
Yes, Mr. Dextra.
Yeah, roll back to the default paint job and remove the nameplate till I can figure out what to call this thing.
Right away, Mr. Dextra.
Dun 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 dun. 07 Commanders, Nuggets, and Empty Triangles. Mando Dextra here with my long-promised Krait MkII build. Check the description for the easy and fully engineered versions of the build. And while you're there, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Elite Dangerous content. It only takes a moment, but blah 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 yakety schmackety. So the Krait MkII is one of my favorite medium ships. It's just like a bigger, better version of the Cobra Mark III, and we're going to use it to farm bounties and engineering materials like we did with the Cobra back when we were just starting out. So let's break down the build. Starting with core internals, we're using reactive surface composites engineered for heavy duty with deep plating. You can get grade 1 engineering from Liz Ryder or grade 5 from Celine Jean. The power plant is huge, so no need to engineer it here. For thrusters, we're using dirty drag drives. Grade 3 is available from Felicity Farseer, and Grade 5 is available from Professor Palin. For the FSD, you can use a standard Class 5A FSD engineered for increased range with the Mass Manager experimental effect from Felicity Farseer, or for the best jump range possible, you can go with a double engineered FSD V1 available from Human Technology Brokers. And don't forget to go ahead and apply the Mass Manager experimental effect to that FSD as well. We'll use Class D modules for life support and sensors, and we'll upgrade our Class 7A power distributor to Grade 5 charge enhanced with supercapacitors available from the Dweller. For optional internals, we'll start off with a Class 6C bi-weave shield engineered for thermal resistance with the fast charge experimental effect. You can get Grade 3 from Elvira Martuk or Grade 5 from Lee Chung. In the next slot, we'll go for a 6A fuel scoop for fast refueling as we travel. For hull reinforcement, we'll use 2 Class 5D HRPs engineered for heavy duty with deep plating experimental effect, and we'll use 1 Class 2D HRP engineered for thermal resistance with deep plating. This combination will help to balance out and maximize our resistances for specific damage types. You can get Grade 1 engineering from Liz Ryder or Grade 5 engineering from Celine Jean. To finish out optional internals, we'll go for a Class 4E cargo rack, 1 Class 3D module reinforcement package, one Class 3A collector limpet controller, and a 1A FSD interdictor. The 3A collector limpet controller will allow us to use 2 collector limpets at a time for faster material collection, and the FSD interdictor is necessary for hunting enemy agents when earning power play merits. For utility mounts, we'll use 1 chaff launcher and 3 OA shield boosters. We'll engineer 1 for heavy duty and make the other 2 resistance augmented, and we'll use the supercapacitor experimental effect on all 3. Felicity Farseer offers grade 1 engineering, but you'll need to unlock DD Vatterman for grade 5 engineering. Moving on to hard points, I'm using a mixture of grade 5 overcharged multi-cannons available from Todd the Blaster McQuinn and grade 4 overcharged pulse lasers available from the Dweller. So these weapons were actually repurposed from other builds such as my Vulture and Cobra Mark III. For PvE combat, you can really use whatever weapons you like. These weapons do make my ship run a bit hot, and if I was engineering these weapons from scratch, I probably would not be using incendiary rounds on 2 multi-cannons. But having so much thermal damage does help with breaking shields. For farming bounties, I find a mix of gimbaled pulse lasers and multi-cannons works well and allows me to rack up a good number of kills before needing to reload. This makes it my go-to ship for stacking Pirate Massacre missions. While testing this build, I did manage to make about 70 million credits in an hour or so. I made about 10 million credits from bounties and another 60 million credits from 3 stacked Pirate Massacre missions that only required 25 kills to complete. For more info on Pirate Massacre missions, check the links below. In the next episode, we'll break out the badass Mother Fragger and see how much money we can make stacking assassination missions. Until then,
You will now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation. You will now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation.